like
No
Jose
reason.
and the rest of them. Right, boys, so sorry. I've got to quickly butt in. I've got to leave, all right? I've got to quickly pop out somewhere. Yeah, I loved it tonight. We landed it, all right? We mudded them, all right? So up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC, smash those likes, all right? Subscribe and all that jazz, all right? Love you guys, love my Minerals FC, all right? And yeah, come on the Chelsea, all right? Let's get this Potter out, mate, all right? Love.
So have it right. Up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. Big up to every single one of you live and locked in tonight. I hope everyone is doing well. I'm not doing well. I don't even really want to be on stream right now, as everyone knows the reason why. Yeah. But first and foremost, guys, before we get into anything, yeah, let's have it right. Yeah. Let's have it right. Yeah. We see things they'll never see. Shout out to my legend, my geezer, my friend, Chelsea Old Boys. Rest in peace, my geezer, up there in paradise. We do it every stream, guys. So as Chelsea Old Boys always used to say, smash to pieces that like button. If you haven't subscribed to Minerals FC, subscribe to Minerals FC. And we've got the notification bell. We've got the Minerals FC Ultras membership, which is pinned down below in the description, guys. So that's how we're starting the show, bruv. We're going to get right into it. Big up to every single one of you. I want to send all my love and respect and condolences to Chelsea Old Boys family. Let's have it right. Big love to you guys. I hope everyone is okay. And all you guys in the chat, thank you so much. Everyone on Twitter, everyone in the comments, all your messages has been absolutely top class. So respect and love to every single one of you guys. Literally, I can't thank you enough. And it means the world to me. That you guys have shown so much love and respect to our legend and our Minerals FC Ultra and our Chelsea Football Club legend, our Chelsea Ultra, bruv. Let's have it right. So guys, big up everyone in here. I know you're all in here. I'll quickly just see who's in the chat, guys. Big up Mr. Minerals Medina, Ash, Jay, my member. Big up to you. Big up the Chelsea boy. Chelsea Blue and Blue, Shane CFC, Jamar Jones, big up the cursor, love to you, my geezer. I hope you're doing all right. It says like secured, up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC, love to our Steve. Come on, let's have it right. Chelsea Old Boys, man, my geezer. God of Frogs, big up to you, geezer. CFC fan one, Bazyan's in here. Love to see you, Bazyan. Daniel, we got Dirty Sanchez, Quino, love to Quino, bruv, love to Quino, big up to you, my geezer. I know you were at the game today to witness that absolute disgrace of a performance and a result against the scum. Big up Mickey Joy Boy, love to Mickey Joy Boy. Big up to Ace in here, Ruthless Big Al, big up to you, my geezer, love to you as always. Every single one of you guys. Big up to Jamie, my member. Big up to Stretters, bruv. He says, welcome to the world of American ownership. Enjoy. I'm still trying to work out how we sign a 900 million Adidas deal and we still have to sell to buy. Not wrong. And it is a joke, really. 10 men went to Mo. Big up to you, my geezer. Who else in here, bruv? Ben Talks Chelsea, Tony Tiger, Josh, all my Minerals FC Ultras. Big up to Sizzler. He was at the game as well. He's on his way back. Safe travels back home, my geezer. And hopefully we can land the Minerals tonight to keep you occupied on a journey where we've let's have it right. We've lost points. We've lost points again. Steve Northall, my member. Big up to you. Big up to Mob Saint, Shed Hunter. Big up to you, bruv. Everyone in here. Top Bins. Love to see Top Bins in here. Big up El Padrino. He says, big up, Johnny. Up the Minerals FC Ultras. Let's have it right. Rest in peace, Chelsea Old Boys. He still isn't reality for me. He just really hasn't sunk in, guys. I got sent something today and it completely broke me. Absolutely destroyed me. I don't want to get into it, bruv. I really don't want to get into it, bruv. Do you know what I mean? So my emotions are very high. I will land the Minerals. I said I'm going to try and be positive as much as I can, bruv. But at the same time, I can't sugarcoat what we are witnessing. I cannot sugarcoat the real issues that are happening at Chelsea, and I will be real, and that is what I've always been on my channel, and I'll continue to be real, bruv. Big up to Still Bread, big up to Jay, big up to Dwayne, Alpha. You know them ways there, cuz. Big up to you, big up to James, big up to M Wavy, Texas Blue. Every single one of you guys, respect and love to every single one of you. Shout out to mental health, and I hope everyone is doing well aside of Chelsea in their lives, and stay positive in whatever you do, guys. End of. That is the message. Dig out your minerals, whatever you do, and always see the positives out of all the negatives. And I will try and see the positives out of the negatives. And I will try and live by my own advice. It's going to be very difficult for me, though. Yeah, I hope everyone understands that. So first and foremost, guys, do smash that like button. Do subscribe to the channel. Let's get up to the 10K. I want to get to 10K on the channel. I want to grow. I'll be real with everyone before we get into it. I had real thoughts ever since my friend has passed away, whether I even want to continue doing this, whether I even have it in me to do it, bruv, you know. And I'm going to try my best, but it's just certain things that just play on me and play on my mind. So the fact that I'm doing one today is a massive thing for me. And respect to everyone that has seen our tribute from all of us on the Minerals FC to Chelsea Old Boys. Love to every single one of you that participated, every single one of you that have watched it back, and taken your time out to salute and send your condolences and respects to our Minerals FC Ultra, bruv, who, let's have it right, we are beside him as he is always beside us. Come on. We land it. I'll quickly run it through. Big up to Jamie. He says, hi, Johnny. Firstly, I was sorry to hear about Old Boys. Secondly, I'm fuming watching this game. Just shows what lack of experience will lead to. And this is a key point. And I have been blowing on this trumpet, playing the tunes out, and no one wants to listen to them. Only the Minerals FC Ultras. Let's have it right. We understand. But experience is lacked in this entire team. And funny enough, the experienced players were the ones that, you know what I mean, did land some minerals today. But you're not wrong. And thank you very much for your appreciation and support and respect to Chelsea Old Boys, our legend. Seattle Gooner, he says, how many more signings do you think Chelsea need, Johnny? Love your work. Shout out to Mental Health and to the Disco Boys. I mean, big up to you, Geezer. I appreciate the message. How many more signings do we need? I've said it. We need a goalkeeper, number one. Sanchez has conceded, how many goals is it now? 4 goals, 4 shots, 4 goals. He's not a number one. He wasn't even Brighton's number one. So why is he Chelsea's number one? That's what we all need to ask the question. And Kepa's been loaned out of Real Madrid, not just some dead club, one of the, well, probably the biggest club in the world in European football anyway. He's gone there and he's their number one. So make it make sense. So we need a goalkeeper. We still need a replacement for Fofana, especially if these clowns upstairs are going to sell Trev Baresi, which is, it astounds me that you would even consider that, because Trevor plays over Disarcy, all day long, bruv. Yeah, he's experienced. He's Chelsea through and through, and he knows what it takes, bruv. So Trev starts over Disarcy. That's a no-brainer. But if we're going to sell him, we need 2 centre-backs. So that's 3 signings already, bruv. All right? We also need a creative number 10, a natural number 10. We don't have a natural number 10. In fact, we sold all our natural number 10s. We sold Kai Havertz. We sold Mason Mount. And so far, we're working with downgrades or players that are playing out of position. So we need a creative, attacking-minded player that also has the defensive work rate as well, which, let's have it right, is quite hard to find. Hence why Mason Mount being flogged out of our football club, and I won't listen to anyone what they got to say, that he wanted the pound note and he wanted out. He was forced out. He came out of his mouth. He wasn't in the owner's plans. It's clear as day. Well, now they've got to step up. Ching, ching, land the minerals, go out in the market and replace the players that you let go of, because we're spending 165 million on 2 DMs, which we need regardless. We need them, but we also need to replace players that we've let go. So on top of that, we need a right-sided attacking winger, because let's have it right, Madueke is not Chelsea first team level, and I stand by that. Not only that, Sterling is not a right-sided attacking player, so he's been played out of position because we haven't got that position filled. So we need a right attacking winger. We also need a striker, and we don't have a striker with, let's have it right, experience. You need striker with experience, whether that's experience in Europe or Champions League football or Premier League football. You need an experienced striker, because Jackson, although I like the kid, it's not enough. It's just not enough. So we're naming here what? 5 players. Let's be kind. 5 players that we still need to sign of in certain positions with upgrades to what we've let go at a bare minimum the same level, which, let's have it right, you're not going to find. And we've spent $1 billion. We have spent $1 billion and we still haven't completed our first team. This is why I kept saying about the ownership, all right? This is bad strategy. It's not, you're not using the right professionals in the game to do their jobs. And this is where you fall. This is where you see what we see today. This is why against Liverpool, yes, we played well. We outplayed them, granted, but we didn't win the game. We were behind in the game. And if Salah did get that second goal, we would have been dead and buried. We probably would have lost the game, because we don't have leadership in the team. We don't have enough experience in the team. So we got away with it against Liverpool. And to be fair, we actually deserve to win. And that's a positive. It's great. Do you know what I mean? That's what we want to see. But at the same time, guys, you know, we need more signings, and we've spent $1 billion. Is no one concerned with that? I mean, we're being told by everyone, yeah, our team's better than what we had. It's clear. It's clear. I mean, it's not really. It's not really, because I look at downgrades in a lot of areas with less experience, but players we let go that are winners, some of them world class. Yeah. Big up to Jamie, says nothing worse than losing to the bubble blowers, the bubble blowing merchants, to have it right. They do this every time. Defence cost us in the end. We have to win v Luton, or it's extremely worrying. I mean, I expect us to win against Luton. Yeah, we have to win at home. We were better. We play better at home. I do want to land this one in defence of Chelsea. Is West Ham is a bogey ground. I mean, every time I've been there, we've lost, and we've lost again. I just think that you have to have that in the back of your mind. I think quietly, I was thinking a draw. I was sort of thinking a draw would be a decent result at West Ham. I want to win. You know, we deserve to win. I wanted Chelsea to win for Chelsea Old Boys today, and you let our legend down. You let us all down as supporters, and it's a disgrace, and it's unacceptable with the amount of money that we're spending. You know, it's just criminal, bruv. And now you've got Arsenal lot, United lot, all the rivals bantering us that we spent $1 billion. And I told everyone, they will come. People will banter us. We're no banter FC. We're Chelsea Football Club. We're in the elite football club. We're the biggest club in London, yeah? Let's have it right. We were no nonsense under Roman. And at the moment, we're a joke, man. We're too wishy-washy, bruv. Yeah? We need to land the damn minerals. AJ says, big up, Johnny. Long live Chelsea Old Boys. Love to you, my geezer. Love to you, AJ. Thank you very much for that. Big up to CL11. I don't know what you want to say, Geese, but maybe say something. But thank you for supporting the channel. City says, your club deserves 25 million more for Kovacic. Baller, man. This is my thing, right? This is my thing, yeah? Kovacic, wanted by Pep Guardiola, who is, let's have it right, the best gaffer in world football right now, all right? He's going on pure domination, all right? This gaffer wants Kovacic, got Kovacic for tuppence, yeah? Kovacic Everyone says he wanted to leave, but you have to ask yourself, why did he want to leave? All right. Or was he forced to leave because of not only what was going on behind the scenes last season, but the fact that these owners wouldn't give him a contract that he deserves. And he's gone to Manchester City and got that contract. And he's playing in a better team, a complete team that just won the treble, who arguably are the best team in the world right now. So Kovacic, we were told by our deluded Twitter virgins, FIFA merchants, football manager merchants, all the ones that think they know it all about football, that these Ted Lassos and Siri merchants listen to, and these carrot-eating merchants, Win Stanley and Stuart Little, they all listen to these guys on the social platforms because they love social media. Well, funny enough, you told us all that he was dead wood. Kovacic is not dead wood. Kovacic walks into this first team lineup in this current state. We need Kovacic. We need it and break the lines. He's press resistant. He's got dribbling ability. Yes, we know he can't shoot to save his life. We know he can't really get assists, but it's what he gives to the team and he helps us tick. We don't have that. So we've lost that. We've lost Kante. All the players we know we've lost. And what have we replaced them with? This is my concern at Chelsea, all right? Is the strategy, the players we're buying. You know, this is where we're going, guys, yeah? Big up every single one of you. I want you all to smash the piece of the like button, all right? Because there's a lot to talk about and there's a lot to go through. There's over 350 of you lot in here. Make sure you all smash the pieces of the like button, yeah? And you subscribe to the channel and help the channel grow because we say it as it is on this channel. We're real deal, bruv. We say it as it is and we're not going to sugarcoat nothing. The bottom line is this. All right? I'm not here to slander players. I'm not going to slander my players. I support all my players. I support my gaffer. All right. Now I've heard a lot of things on the timeline. People are coming at the gaffer already. What's he doing? Why is he playing this formation? Why is he playing Colwill left back? Why is he playing Chilwell left wing? Why is he not playing Mudryk? Why is he this? Why is he that? Now it's a simple solution to what I'm going to say. Why the gaffer's doing what he's doing. All right. And I don't blame the gaffer. This is the thing. I don't blame him. I don't blame the players either. And I'm going to give you my reasons why I don't blame them. All right. The first thing, the fundamental fact of this whole situation, why Pochettino is playing the way he set us up against West Ham, is a simple fact, is that he doesn't have the right profile players to play in the right positions. So he can play his back four. So he can play his one DM and 8, if you like. So he can play his number 10. So he can play his left winger, right winger, and striker. He doesn't have the right players to play those positions. He's playing Sterling on the right, all right, because he's playing Chile on the left, because he trusts Chile more than Mudryk. Can you believe this, man? All right. He's playing Sterling on the right because he doesn't trust Madueke and he's not even fit. And we don't have an alternative. He can only play Chukwuemeka as a number 10 because we don't have any other number 10s. All right. His only resort is to play Enzo and Gallagher because he doesn't have any other options on the bench. All right. Unless you're going to play Matson as a number 10, who's not a number 10. So here we are sitting here again with the only lineup he can put out. All right. And then you look at the back line. He can't play Trev and he can't play Reece. So he has to play Gusto. He has to play Disasi. He's going to play Thiago Silva because he's our general. All right. He's only going to play Sanchez and he has to play Colwill, bruv. All right. And it's as simple as that. Like, that is the lineup. That's all he's got. If you looked in that game, what was the options on the bench, bruv? Tell me what options we had on the bench. What options? I see. What's his name? Come on. I don't even know his fucking name, bruv. What's it? Who come on? Burstow comes on, bruv. Yeah. What has Poch? What hope has Poch got? All right. You have to understand something. He had to play the sort of the wing back system. Why? Why did he play that? Why? Because it's the same old story. You can't throw Casado into it, because he's not fit. He's hardly played because he was held a ransom as a prisoner at those seagull merchants. The seagull merchants got their money. Granted, you got your money. And I don't doubt Casado. I know he had a stinker. He came on against 10 men and he was shocking. And he gave away a penalty, but the game was dead. Irrespective, it was dead. I'm not going to hold him to that. I know he's a baller. All right, we know it. Our Chelsea old boys knows he's a baller. We all know Casado's going to come good. I'm not worried about that. All right, Lavia is not even on the bench. I'm sure if you had Lavia and Casado, you can go back to your back four, and you feel there's more protection to the back four, and we can kick on and try and be creative and make chances. The bottom line is this. All right. You can all banter Casado all you want. He had a stinker and it was against 10 men. I don't care. The game was dead, bruv. The second half was dead. All right? The second half was an absolute disaster. All right? I never saw us getting back into the game. 2-1 down. I didn't see it. I mean, you can blame Disasi. Antonio, wonderful finish. Could the goalie, Sanchez, saved it? Maybe a world-class keeper saves that. And you don't concede, it's still 1-1, and you've got a lifeline in the game. But I just don't see enough quality there. I don't see the mentality. I think our heads went down. It was just, there was no fighting spirit. There was no belief that we were going to get back into the game. Why? Because there's not enough experience, mate. When you don't have the experience to carry these young players through, then what chance you got? West Ham set up merchants. They are the bubble merchants that they are. So anti-football, bro. The Moisey way, horrible team to play against, horrible ground to go to. We all know you need your binoculars at that ground. It's a joke. Soulless club, soulless ground. But the bottom line is we should have soul. We should go there and we should fight and go to the very end. And I just felt the second half, it was just dead and buried. There was no lifeline for us. Now, if you want to talk about the first half, let's have it right. They get that goal, sloppy defending, sloppy closing down. They get a shit goal, really. I mean, it was just poor, man. You go 1-0 down and you're chasing the game again like we did against Liverpool. And you think, well, we've proved against Liverpool we can do that. So I wasn't too worried. For me, the man of the match for Chelsea anyway, the player that was levels above everyone, is the one that everyone has an agenda on. And that's Raheem Sterling. Raheem Sterling was by miles, especially in the first half, was clear as day the best player. Why? Experience. He was going at players. He was challenging. He was making things happen. He got the penalty. He was just, everything about Sterling's game today was just top class, bruv. Raheem the Dream landed damn minerals. And I expect him to. I'm not worried about Sterling. Sterling's intelligent enough, experienced enough to lead the line and help us at Chelsea. My problem was the midfield when you're playing Gallagher as a DM, basically, who's not a DM, and we know he's not. So he's a player out of position. You're playing Colwill as that sort of left-back player, and he's not. You're playing Chile as a left winger, and he's not a left winger. He can be a wing-back. He's not a left winger, all right? You're playing Sterling on the right when he should be playing on the left, and when he did go on the left, he looked more dangerous. In fact, that's how we scored a goal, whatever. So you think to yourself, hold on a minute, we've got all these players. You've got Chukwuemeka, who's not even actual 10, he's a number 8, all right? You've got Enzo as an 8 playing, as a double 6, and you're relying solely on Enzo Fernandez to be your creative engine. Your player to just feed all the chances, play all the balls. And I'm not doubting Enzo's creative ability. We know he's got it, but he was nowhere near it. He was a long way from Starbucks in this game. Gallagher, a long way from Starbucks. A lot of frustration from the team. Gusto, you lot, coming out. Not our Minerals FC Ultras, but a lot of idiots coming out going, oh, he starts over Reece James. These are the reasons why he doesn't start over Reece James. And you miss Reece James. You miss Reece James's quality, his creation that he adds to the team and the build-up. We lose all that. And that kind of calmness at the back. Disasi, not a good game today. Thiago Silva, okay. Sanchez, not commanding enough. But the front line, Jackson, did he even have a shot on goal, the geezer? Did we actually create enough for him? Not really, no. Chilwell's probably one of our best players, and yet you get agendas on Chilwell. But Chilwell, bruv, listen, let's have it right. He goes into the Man City team. And you have to understand that we've got an unbelievable player in Chilwell, and he's vice captain as well. Let's have it right. So let's show some respect to Chilwell. And he's been playing out of position, bruv. Who else we got? Chukwuemeka, wonderful goal, bruv. Yeah, let's have it right. Credit where it's due. Lovely shimmy, done Souček like a kipper, and then that was it. Bang, finished it. Goalie had no chance, and we go 1-1, and we're back in the game. He's fantastic. I love that. But let's have it right. There's something called doing it for 90 minutes, being consistent, being in the game for 90 minutes, and I just didn't feel we were in the game. We started off slow again as usual. But my bottom line is why I don't blame the gaffer. I don't blame the gaffer. I've already given you the reasons why he's only got the certain choices that he's got. And people say play him in their positions. But if we did do that, we've got Mudryk and Sterling, who are left-sided players. So you can only play one of them, and you're playing Chilwell, all right? Okay, what's his thought process? He wants that extra security. Maybe doesn't trust the midfield and the number 10 work rate enough when we lose the ball. Maybe doesn't trust it. So he wants that extra protection from Chilwell to help out in the midfield or help Colwill. And that's the thought process. You know, you got Sterling on the right because, let's have it right, you haven't got anyone else on the right. So my thing is this, bruv. I'm just very, very worried, about this season. And it sort of like proved me right in the sense that we have now played 2 games and we've got 1 point. It's not good enough. I'm sorry. You spend $1 billion, all right? I'm not having anyone bantering us. I'm not having it, all right? This is a joke, all right? Now, I'll tell you why it's a joke, and I'll tell you who I blame. And people go, oh, but Johnny, you were praising the owners. I've never praised the owners, not once. And everyone knows I ain't praised them, bruv. Let's have it right, yeah? They had to sign Caicedo, and they had to sign Lavia. Why? Why did they do it? Why? They couldn't have the embarrassment of Liverpool signing Caicedo. Caicedo, let's have it right, Brighton, the Seagull Merchants played our owners, really, spending 115 million on a player that's not 115 million. The bottom line is this. They had to do it. If they didn't do it, it's a shit show. Everyone's coming at the owners, and it would have been toxic as you like going into the Liverpool game. Let's have it right. So there's no praise there. You had to do what you had to do, and we're desperate, and he's the best on the market, and we've got him, and I'm buzzing for it. I'm very happy. We went and got Lavia. Great. Why didn't you get Lavia way before for the 50 odd million? No, sorry, we paid 65 million, but we could have got him before for 50 million. All right. So we've overspent on Lavia now. So here we are sitting here. I'm not praising that. All right. I want to praise, right, that my gaffer's getting what he deserves. You see, I'm not coming at Pochettino. I don't blame him. I've listed all the reasons why he can only play what he played. And we've got injuries galore coming. We've now got Chukwuemeka, who was literally on crutches leaving that horrible ground, bruv. Yeah, so have it right. And we don't know how long he's out. So now we are completely without a number 10. We haven't got a number 10. I think your only option now is to play Enzo as a number 10, which, let's have it right, you don't reap the real rewards from Enzo playing a number 10 because he's further up the pitch. You want him to pick up balls, link up, and then dink it, play it into number 10 to allow him to go forward and exchange and have creativity for a number 10 and Enzo. And they work and they co-sign with each other. Let's have it right. That's where Enzo's most dangerous. So now we're going to have to play Enzo slightly out of position, pushed up top with Lavia and Caicedo. All right. So where's our goals? Where's our goals from midfield? I don't see any. All right. Yes, Enzo missed the penalty. Are we going to go in for that? I mean, really, we're going to set agendas, man. I don't really care. Like, the bottom line is I look at the whole picture and how we played, and it just wasn't good enough. And when you don't play good enough, and when you don't raise your levels, and you switch off for those split seconds, like we did against the Hammers, they punish you in the Premier League. And that's what's happened. We've been punished by teams that are not good better than us. West Ham, we should be beating West Ham. What are we doing here? We should have beaten Liverpool. They're not good. No goals, no creation. We spent let's have it right. You know, we spent 180 million. Yeah, 180 million on 2 DMs. We spent 100 million or 105 million on Enzo. You're 300 million plus on just that midfield, and there's no goals and there's very little creativity. All right. So you solely have to rely on your striker, your left winger, your right winger, and your right and left backs supporting the attack. All right. So right now we've got not enough balance for Pochettino in this current moment, and I hope he gets it right. But we don't have the balance. We don't have any continuity. We don't have a natural creator. You wrong-uns always wanted to target Mason Mount. He's not a creator. He's not a creator. What are we creating now? Who's getting us our 30 GA, bruv? I want to know. We've lost Nkunku through injury. Massive blow. Because I think with Nkunku, I feel much better. But like I say to you, you have to have squad depth. Our squad depth's not good enough. Our squad depth's not good enough. So here we are sitting here. We're relying on Jackson with no experience. You can't blame the kid. He does well. He's a handful. He's got good first touch. He tries good link up. But where are the goals? Where is his opportunities? When you're left, like Mudryk came on and he's a shadow, bruv. Mudryk's got to be that. He's got to have an arm around him. Why is Pochettino putting faith in Mudryk? Is there something going on behind the scenes? I don't know, but everyone's calling for him to play. When he does play, he doesn't land the minerals. He doesn't finish his dinner. He had a chance far post and he skied it. Rugby shot. You know, these are the fine margins. You've got to finish these chances. You've got to fight. You've got to dig out your minerals. And these young players are too young, too inexperienced. So you're putting a lot of pressure on them. I don't blame the players. I don't blame the gaffer. I don't blame the backroom staff. I blame the owners for the way that they're buying, for the fact that they're buying players in same positions. They're not buying the right profile players. They're buying too much inexperience. They're not going out and getting the real experience. And this is why we are falling short. And we have only just started the season and we got rivals bantering us already. And I'm not having it. I'm not happy. I'm very concerned about this season. I'll be real. Yeah. I want to be positive. In an ideal situation, I go, yeah, we're going to go and get top 4. Why should we not? All right. The amount of money we spent, the amount of so-called ballers and quality we got, we should be going up there, bruv. We should be up there at top 4. Without question, we're 1 point in 2 games already. We're already behind the top of the table, and we've only just started the Premier League. I am concerned, bruv. If you go and don't get a result against Luton, it's like Potter rules all over again. It's like, listen, Poch can only do what he can with what he's given. You've got to give him the tools. Listen, I don't doubt. Put Lavia, Casado in there and give them time, and we will look better. I'm not disputing that. But my main concern is you're still playing players in the front line at a position. Mason Mount, and I keep going on about it because he's got a track record and he's proved it, in the front line was better than all our attackers in our previous team that's been gutted out. And he's still better than everyone in our front line now. So where is the upgrades on Mason Mount? Even Kai Havertz is scoring goals and these guys ain't even scoring goals. All right. So I have to question it, bruv. I have to question it. You know, it's just not acceptable. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. It's embarrassing, mate. Yeah, it's absolutely embarrassing. Big up to Jay in here. Jay says recovery speed for defence shouldn't be understated. Chalobah doesn't seem to be in the plans and Wesley out long term. Yes, it's only 2 games, but pace isn't something you develop. So Disasi concerning. And it's not only that, it's not only him not having pace, it's him adjusting to the pace of the league. And this is another thing that these clowns upstairs don't have no correlation or understanding about. It's naivety, it's inexperience, it's ignorance, all right, and arrogance. Like I always say, is that you're going by data. Everything's data. Listen, let's have it right with data. Someone could make 100 passes and complete those passes, but where are these passes made? Are they passing backwards? Are they sideways? Are they penetrating passes? Are they chance-creating passes? You've got to dissect all these things. Well, we don't know what this data's, all this statistics tells us. I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in the eye test more than anything, all right? I'm interested in their mentality, their build, their injury record, everything, all right? Not just data. You can't just go by data, and data's like your core reasoning behind buying and signing players. It don't work like that, mate. It just does not work like that. Yeah. Big up to Jay, member for 5 months. Love to you, geezer, supporting the channel. Respect to you. And like I say, Trev Chalobah on the right side, much better than Gusto, bruv. What we doing here? Are we really going to go down that road? Yeah. Trev's definitely clear, bruv. All right. And Disasi as well. he should be playing over Disasi. Forget Gusto. Gusto has to play because we need a right back. Yeah. So it is what it is, mate. It is what it is. iTest Merchant says Disasi's a disaster. Mudryk flop, no goals in attack. Listen, this is what I'm saying, guys. All right. Be very careful what you say on the timeline. Okay. Now, I don't want to see agendas now on Mudryk. I don't want to see agendas. There's agendas on Chilwell and Sterling, and they're like our best players. Yeah, our most experienced players. Listen, Chilwell's Champions League winner, mate. What are we doing here? Thiago Silva, Champions League winner. All right. I don't want to see agendas on these players. And some of these players, Mudryks, are young. These are young players. All right. They need to be bed in. They need to adapt to the league. Anyone who believes, and these clowns believe, you buy these players, you throw them into a team with a top manager and it all clicks and it's all happy-go-lucky. Football never works like that. The Premier League doesn't allow it to happen like that as well. The Premier League's the most relentless league in world football. It's the best league, the biggest league, and we all know how intense and fast-paced the league is. So when you're bringing in these young players, do you know what I mean? Like, he's 23 years old. He's played Ukrainian league football. What are we doing here, man? Yeah? All right. If you look at our signings, what's the strategy? For me, it's a lot of PR. It's a lot of PR and it's a lot of please the fans, the eye of the fan and all that jazz. Yeah. As old Ted Lasso comes out with. Well, listen, it can't go on for much longer. All right. And I'm not blaming the gaffer, and I support and I defend my gaffer. Gaffer ain't got nothing to do with this game today. All right. He put what he could put out to problem solve areas that he knows he doesn't have the quality to deliver in those positions. So he has to play the way he played. It is what it is. Don't sugarcoat it. Don't just go, oh, let's go at the Pochettino. Shit decisions, poor decisions. He's cost us the game. No, he didn't cost us the game. We didn't take chances as well. And we create very little chances. But guys, what do you expect, man? Where's our natural number 10? I've been crying out for it. I've been saying to you guys, we need a creator, man. And listen, if you look at all the other Premier League teams, look at Lego Ed Merchant FC. They got Saka, Martinelli, Odegaard. Now they got Kai Havertz. All right. The Manchester City, Bernardo Silva, Grealish, Foden, bruv. What we doing here? Lots of options, lots of creative, lots of technical ability. Players that can play a pass. Do you know what I mean? They've got a vision and creativity. Manchester United, listen, that game yesterday, they played balled hard, played Mason Mount as a double six. He's just criminal offence, bruv. But he doesn't trust the players on the bench. He doesn't trust the McSauce, bruv, because they're trying to flog him. They don't trust players. So they've got to sacrifice a player that's actually creatively better than Bruno Fernandes, bruv. All right, who should have been playing in that position, who Bruno had an absolute stinker in that game, should have been literally substituted off, all right, and play Mason Mount now. Do you know? But you don't do that. That's the problem. When you don't play players in their right positions, you'll never reap the benefits. So how do we expect as our team, when we don't even have the right minerals, the right creative minerals in our team, to create chances, to create threat, to have West Ham wetting themselves going, oh, this player's unpredictable. We don't know what he's going to do. We don't know about how he's positioning, where he's going to be positioned. He's getting into these pockets. He's pulling our defenders out of position. We don't have any of that, bro. All right. You're solely relying on Enzo Fernandez. All right. Gallagher is just a workhorse in the midfield playing out of position. It's not even his fault, man. Like, what are we doing? So we're back to the same reasons, the same patterns in the Premier League and at Chelsea because of the board, because of their decisions, because of what they do, because of the advice they take. And they think they know best, but they don't know football. So get off your fat asses, yeah? All right? Stop sitting in the ground like you think you're big daddies and Pablo Escobars and all this jazz, all right? Playing the big PR media role, bowling around at the bridge, and go out and actually collaborate with Pochettino and listen to him. Listen to him. Understand what he needs. He came out before the season started. He said, oh, if I list players, it's going to cause a problem how many players I need. That's the first red flag. Second red flag is he says, I need experience. And I also want Cobham players. All right. He wanted to keep Gallagher because he hasn't got any depth. He needs Gallagher. These owners want to sell Gallagher, and they probably will sell him. I've said they'll sell him. They want to sell Trev Baresi, but then it brings you back to square one with Fofana being out. If you've got Trev Baresi, Disasi, Gusto, Reece James, Chilwell, Colwill, Thiago Silva, you've got Cucurella, you've got enough cover, enough versatility. You sell Trev, you're back to where you are with Fofana. If Disasi gets injured, Reece James is already injured. If Chilwell gets injured, you're in problems, bro. All right? And then you got them lot buying him Madueke, giving him the number 11 shirt, and the guy is wearing Didier Drogba's shirt number. We've given Caicedo Zola's number, all right? It's like, what are we doing? These owners just like have no correlation about what that number represents. Now, people go, stop crying your eyes out about giving a number. That number's been retired ever since Gianfranco Zola put on that number, all right, for a reason, because he's an absolute legend, one of the greatest players to ever play for Chelsea. And we've given it a Caicedo because he's a 115 million world record Premier League signing, all right, the highest we've spent on a DM. On a DM, bro. This is what I'm talking about, man. There's no heart. There's no understanding of our football club. And don't get me on Hall. Lewis Hall, why are we selling Hall, bruv? We've sent him to Newcastle, and he's going to Newcastle with an obligation to buy of what? 30-odd million tuppence. But to them, it's not tuppence because it's pure profit. We're letting Hall. We're strengthening rivals again, bruv. We're strengthening rivals, man. It's like, all of this to balance the books again for Caicedo, and we're going back to what the Glazers are doing at United. Buy one, sell one. We have to sell or buy now. Now we've bought and we've overspent on 2 DMs. We've got to now sacrifice Cobham players with maximum profit to go out. We've got how many days we got till the transfer window ends? We still haven't got a striker. Where's Kudos, bruv? Go and get me Kudos or Churcree. Shout out Chelsea old boys, my legend. He wanted Churcree. Go and get Churcree on the right-hand side. Oh, he's got an attitude problem. Listen, has he really? What defines attitude problem? The fact that he believes in himself, that he's a baller. Hazard had attitude problem. Didn't want to train, bro. Trained at 40%, 50%. Was the best player on the pitch every time. So why don't we go and get Churcree, bro? Or Churcree, yeah? Or Kudos. He can play number 10. He can play right wing, left wing. Opportunity, bro. Versatility, bro. All right? Even still, bro, the fact that we're saying, Ryan says, get Felix. Get Felix, bruv. What are we doing here, man? The guy's terminating his contract. Doesn't even want to come to us. Are we going to pay his wages? I'll take Felix in a heartbeat right now. That's how desperate we are. That we don't have a number 10. I would take Felix. Enzo, Caicedo, Felix. I'm having it all day long, bruv, at this rate. All right? Lewis Hall, he's a Newcastle fan. Irrespective, bruv, he's a Cobham boy. All right? They said to us that he's not signed the contract. Then he signed a 7-year contract. And now he's not, what? He signed a 7-year contract to go on loan to then be sold? Is that what we're doing here? Did he even sign the contract? Who knows? Brown envelopes, wishy-washy waffle, 24/7, bruv. That's the same old crap. Same old crap being put down the timeline. As always, guys. Yeah? It's always the same way, bruv. Bartek Minerals, big up Bartek Minerals, Minerals FC Ultra, bruv. Johnny, what happened to Chelsea FC? I'm hurting. I don't know, mate. Honestly, well, I do know. I've been telling you guys why we're in this position we're in. And listen, it needs to be sorted out. It needs to be sorted out, bruv. Yeah, sharpish. It really does. If we go with this squad right now, all right, without a recognised, I mean, I'd even give Jackson a chance, but you need players around him. And then if Jackson doesn't play, you've got to rely on Broha, who I don't know if he's going to be at the races. He's come from a bad injury. So you got him. We need a striker. We need more. Most important right now, the most important thing for me, the 2 areas right now is a number 10, or 3 areas. Number 10, right winger and goalkeeper. Absolute necessity right now. If we don't have that, I've literally, I don't know what to tell you this season. I will go with my prediction of 8th, something like that. I really do. This is what I'm saying, guys. It's like the supporters are all this is how fickle and how wishy-washy supporters can be in the way that when you win games, nothing beats winning. We didn't even win against Liverpool, but we were starved of patterns of play and we dominated Liverpool, who, let's have it right, have played with each other for a longer period than Chelsea have. So I respect that. And literally, Pochettino's working great things. But this game, he tried what he could try with limited options, limited team selection, limited formation, and it didn't pay. It didn't pay. We didn't get the result. So now we've lost the game, from drawing a game to losing a game. The only way up, the only way to instill belief, to instill confidence and faith is by winning games. Unfortunately, you can't put that solely on Pochettino because Pochettino's not been given all the keys. He's not been given the tools. So if he's not been given the tools, then what chance has he got? You're relying on a problem solver, all right? Pochettino's not the best problem-solving gaffer. Tuchel was, and you sacked him. Tuchel was elite at problem solving, and he proved that at Chelsea by winning the 3 trophies, 6 finals, top 4 back-to-back, without his own identity, without his team. Pochettino, he's having to do that, all right? He's not his own identity. Whether they're his signings or not, I don't believe they are. Let's have it right. We were after Caicedo way before we got Pochettino. We were after Lavia before we got Pochettino. So you're telling me, oh, it's just surprising coincidence that Pochettino wanted these 2 players? Come on, bruv. The tone's been set that these clans will buy who they buy, and it's down to Pochettino to make it work. And if you don't make it work, you'll get sacked. And the owners will always put the pressure, the media and the PR will always put the pressure on Pochettino, and he will get all the stick and all the agenda and not the owners. And that is the way it goes, but not from me. I'm sorry, I'm not having it. Chelsea old boys, he knows the deal. We spoke about this, and so did Cursor and all of us lot on Spaces, all right? We're not accepting that. There's no way the owners are getting away with it. I'm not accepting Pochettino having an agenda on him, and players in particular, when these players are not even being played in their rightful positions. So how do you expect to be put out the results and bring out the performances if you're out of position? They're not as good as Mason Mounts, who can play out of position and bag your 30 GA and be your player of the season back to back. Not everyone can do that. Surprise, surprise. Oh, what? Oh, Siri Merchant and Ted Lasso, does data not tell you that? Oh, I'm sorry, fellas. I didn't realise data doesn't tell you that. Yeah, it does. Yeah, of course it does. No, it doesn't. Absolute wrongings in the game, bruv. Yeah. If we believe he wanted a guy and they couldn't get that over the line, we had to pull out of the Elise deal because what? We were tapping him up. I don't really believe all this nonsense. All right. How are we tapping him up when we're offering the buyout clause? How's that a tapping up? Crystal Palace are getting what they want. Elise didn't even look like he wanted a sign. So here we are. I want Turkey, and I want Kudos, bare minimum. I want a number 10. Right now, we are starving of creativity. We are starving of goals. And that's my worry. If you don't score goals, you don't win games. You don't have chances in games. You don't have any threat. And we don't have enough experience. Sterling, Chilwell, Thiago Silva, Reece James, they are our only, and Trev Barres even, they are the experienced players. Even Gallagher's experienced, bruv, in the Premier League. Everyone else, it's all a new experience for them. It's all a new experience for you. Yeah. Now, people that say, oh, Pochettino got the wrong lineup, put your lineup. Tell me if you honestly believe we're going to win with another lineup, with other players. I can't see it, bruv. And he has to also look at match fitness. He has to look at our players fit to play as well. Is Mudryk not fit enough to play? Maybe there's a thought process there. Yeah, maybe there's a thought process there. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Big up Ethan. He says we should have bought Rice, but we spent more on a kid with one decent year in the Premier League. Listen, like I say, they were forced to buy Caicedo. Did they really want to spend 115 million on Caicedo? No, they didn't. I do rate him. I think his stats are better than Declan Rice from what I've researched. If you're going by data. But the bottom line is he does not have the experience and the pedigree of Declan Rice. But Declan Rice ain't coming to Chelsea, so it is what it is. You know, like I say to you, you got Stuart Little, Curry Merchant, Winstanley, and you got, what's his name, Siri Merchant, all sitting in the stands at West Ham there, all right, looking at this. I'm sorry, man. This is all on you lot. Everything. And I don't even put it on the old Carrot Merchant and Stuart Little because they're yes men. I put it on Siri Merchant, Ted Lasso. So don't tell me, oh, go and applaud the owners. I'm not applauding nothing until I see the real proof. And the proof's in the pudding. Let's have it right. Yeah. Guys, smash the piece of the like button. Every single one of you. I want you all smash the piece of the like button. If you haven't subscribed to Minerals FC, I want you all subscribe to Minerals FC. Yeah. Every single one of you. Big up to everyone. Yeah. Everyone in here, bruv. Yeah. Listen, yes, 10 men went to Mo. You could say play your system, Poch, but if he doesn't believe it's strong enough, is what I'm saying. In pre-season, he did do that, all right? And then all of a sudden, playing the Premier League teams in competitive games, he's gone a different way. Why is Maatsen not playing? Another one that they want to sell. We're hearing we're going to sell Maatsen. Pochettino was full of praise for Maatsen. Maatsen's a baller. What are we doing here? Why are we selling Maatsen? These are major red flags, bruv. These are major red flags. Like, we're selling players when we're like, you want to cut the squad. Gaffer wants to cut the squad, but you need to cut it with quality. And where are we upgrading on all these players, man? I don't see upgrades everywhere. We've upgraded on DMs because we've never had DMs. So, of course, they're just a natural upgrade. Yeah. But, yeah, that's a disgrace with Maatsen. Big up to Joey Acne in here. Love to you, my geezer. Big up to you. This is a problem, guys. It's a major problem. It really is a major problem, guys. I'm not being funny with you. You know, it all falls down to, again, not enough good patterns of play, not enough quick transitions. Sterling was our main source of like penetration in this entire game. Chile tries, but it is what it is. Chukwuemeka did some nice things. And to be fair to Chukwuemeka, when he went off, we suffered really because he's our only 10 at the minute and he's not even a natural 10. So again, Poch is like playing with no natural number 10. He brought on Casado to play with Gallagher and Enzo, and it just didn't work against 10 men. 10 men! We were worse. They had 10 men, they were better than us. Mistakes. This is what I'm saying. You'll get this. You'll get this with the younger players. It is what it is, bruv. It is what it is, bruv. Yeah. But like I say to you guys, you know, I'm not going to come at the gaffer. I'm just not going to do it. Like, it's just, I'm not doing it, mate. I'm not doing it. And I can't blame all these players. And like I say to you, some of them are just not at the Chelsea level we expect. And you lot talk about give patience. You know, I hear it so much. You got to give these players patience and time and etc. etc. Yes, cool. So stop bitching and moaning then. End of. Expect it's going to be an inconsistent season. It goes without saying. It's going to be inconsistent. It's going to be up and down. I think we'll be very fortunate to get top 5 this season. And we've got a 5th position there where we can make. This is Chelsea. We're not Brightons. We're not these West Ham teams where we're trying to get Europa and Conference League. What are we doing here? Why is the standard so far in the mud? Because of the ownership. They set these standards. And now we're all here left to accept this. And I'm sorry, man. It's unacceptable. I'm sorry. You spend all this money and I think to yourself, well done. The owners have spent all this money. But what are we doing, bruv? Like, where are we going? You know, obviously we got to judge it when we got Lavian, we got, what's his name, Casado in the same team, or we get a natural number 10. Exactly. Cole will decide you're not back 3 players. But I just don't, you know what it is? You have to play Thiago Silva in a back 3 in the Premier League. You have to, at the age he's at. And Pochettino needs his experience, guys. He's got no experience in the team. So he's like forced to play back 3 with Thiago Silva, bruv. That's how deep it is. It's dire straits right now. Literally, we're we are literally clutching at straws with experience, bruv. And Thiago Silva, world class player. All right. Enzo's done it, world class level. I still put him as world class talent. And he needs to be consistent. Today, it wasn't for Enzo. Today there's too much pressure on him, man. There's not enough, and there's not enough movement up front. How West Ham play. They like to sit back and be defensive and anti-football. We haven't got that. I mean, even Spurs had James Maddison, bruv, as a number 10, and he was pulling strings all over the gaff. We don't have that player. Chukwuemeka's decent, but he's not that level, not that experience. And now it looks like he's out for God knows how long. We'll have to wait and see what the news is on Chukwuemeka. I hope it's not serious, because we can't afford to have him out now. We can't afford to have him out. Do you know what I mean? What I'm trying to say is, guys, just don't get on like players like Mudryk and that. Don't feed agendas, guys. I don't want to see agendas, man. The agendas just are toxic. We've seen it with Mount, Havertz, even people like Kovacic, man. Like there's agendas on players, all right? And now these players are gone, and the fan base are going to lynch on other players, bruv. Literally, yeah? They're going to lynch on I'm telling you now, bruv, all right? Colwill, yeah? Colwill is still young. He's talented. He's a talented player. And we know he's Cobham. We love our Cobham players, bruv. All right? But he's here because, let's have it right, if he wasn't at Brighton, would we have kept him? The owners looked at him at Brighton going, oh, what great data. We've got to keep him. They want to buy him, so he must be good. We'll keep him. That's probably their mentality. Yeah? Not that, is he ready for Chelsea? Is he Chelsea level? All right? I've always said Cole needs to be rotated and bed in, bruv. All right? But Badashile's not fit. So when Badashile's fit, you're going to have to rotate him, bruv. But Cole gives you the ball playing attributes with a Thiago Silva, So we've got two players like that. Disasi, he's got a lot to prove, bruv. We don't know enough about him. He's a beast. He's a unit. Cool. But guys, these players need time to bed in. So let's not feed agendas. I'm not going to feed agendas on the players, bruv. I'm going to be real in a sense of, do I think that they're good enough? Like some of them, they might be good enough in the future, but they're not like ready now. They're not ready now. A lot of these players are not ready. So I just hope that the gaffer can try and get balance to just get us points. We need points. We need points on the board. We need to be in the discussion there and thereabouts to be in the top 4 race. We don't want to be far off it after 10 games and we're already behind. We don't want to be put in that position. Pressure builds, agendas build, toxicity builds, all the things I predicted, all the things I've been saying would come. I don't want them to come. I don't want it to be like that. I don't want Chelsea to be like that. I want Chelsea to be landing it. I want us to be up there, But you can only do that with the ownership, working with Pochettino, who's only on a 2-year +1 deal anyway, so it's not long term like their Jellyfish Potter, who they gave 5 years on 12 million a year. What a howler, what a stinker that is. Absolute wrong uns. All right. So, what planning and prep are you going to give Pochettino? Because I guarantee you this, any opportunity that these owners get to feed the PR and the brand envelopes to force agenda on Poch, it will come. And the supporters in the fan base who didn't want him anyway because he's ex-Spursy, it'll be a matter of time they turn. And the moment you get a divide, especially on the gaffer or on any players, you know what this ownership will do. They'll feed into it and they'll sell them on or they'll sack them. And then we're back to square one and the process gets delayed. I don't want to see that. We can't afford it, guys. We can't. Listen, I said to you, the days are gone for me personally. I think it's done. You're not going to see us go in the market and do all these wonderful PR pantomime stunts of raiding and mudding Liverpool, which I love. Let's have it right. We love to mud the dippers. We've mudded Arsenal Football Club buying Mudryk, but Mudryk's not living up to the potential because the team, he's not got the balance right now. He's not getting the minutes. Something's not ticking. And this is a problem. That's a problem the gaffer's got to solve. But you also need to give him the tools. You need to give him the keys. And he's not been given that. All right. Look at Tottenham. Tottenham against Manchester United. Do you know what Tottenham did and why they won that game? It's simple. They played the basics. Yeah? They've not got better plays than Man United. They were pretty much toothless up front. Richarlison, let's have it right, pigeon merchant. He's finished, bruv. He's rubbish. Yeah? Shocking player. Can't finish a dinner. He ain't going to give you the Harry Kane goals. Yeah? Son, best player in their front line. Yeah? All right? What are we doing? They played them off the park. Maddison was allowed to play. He was picking passes. They played it simple. They moved as a team into positions. Sometimes you just have to go back to basics. I didn't see any of these basics today. And especially when we went behind after the 2-1, heads went down, finished, no fight back. And that's my concern, is that when you don't have the experience, you don't have leaders to just pull you up and say, we're going to land it and dig out our minerals and lead by example and make something happen. You're going to lose the game. You're never going to get back in the game unless it's some, deflection, some bit of luck, or they make a mistake, etc. This is the problem. This is what happens. So the bottom line is, in this league, you can't afford to make mistakes. And we've made mistakes in this game. We just weren't at it, and it's a difficult ground for us to go to, and we've ended up losing the game. Now we need to see a reaction, but this is another thing. When you don't play midweek, you've got to wait a whole week to get it out of your system. But I'm sure the gaffer's going to reinstill, show that he's not accepting this, get working on the training ground, and we'll hopefully go and smash Luton. But my point is this: Spurs played basics. They've not got better players, and they won the game. And they did well to win the game. But at the same time, it's fine margins. If Bruno Fernandes scores that header, that free header, that sitter, what a howler, they go 1-0 up, change the dynamics. That's how quickly it changes in football. So it is what it is, bruv. It is what it is. But like I say, don't ever forget, and the owners need to not forget, so have it right. We see things they'll never see. Smash the likes and subscribe. Up the Chelsea, Shout out to my Chelsea old boys, bruv. So have it right. Love you, mate. So it's what it is, guys. It is what it is. Do you know what I mean? It is what it is, guys. Topman says, too right, Johnny. These agenda merchants are doing Man United and Arsenal watch-alongs so they can carry their player hate. They already are going for Chile. It's funny, It is funny. You get so many channels doing like watch-alongs for rival teams just so they can get the clicks, so they can banter, so they can feed agendas, and this is what it is. And we've got our own supports feeding agendas on our players that are by far. Chilwell walks into Manchester City's team, bruv. All right, he wanted him. Pep Guardiola wanted him. That's why he signed a 2-year extension. All right, Reece James, he gets into many top teams. Enzo, maybe I don't think he gets in City's team at this moment in time. I don't think he does. Does Casado go over Rodri? No. Now, you've got a lot of people on TalkSport. You had Danny Murphy and the other women's player, and all the Chelsea supporters are going, agenda merch. They weren't speaking rubbish. They were talking truth. It's reality. It's real. You spent $1 billion and you're nowhere near Manchester City. We are nowhere near Manchester City, and we spent $1 billion. Go and give $1 billion to Pep Guardiola, Jurgen Klopp, Ten Hag, Lego Head. Go and give $1 billion in 3 windows, and you see what they cook up, Or forget Lego Head merchant. He spent over half a billion, and he hasn't won anything. Let's take him out of there. Bottle job club. Let's have it right, and we know why they're a bottle job club. They've been bottle job for many years and may continue. Let's have it right. I just think it's like, yes, campaign against Chelsea, but at the end of the day, these owners have fed into that campaign. But they've done it with PR, bruv. Literally done it with PR. They got everyone like jellyfish with their PR and their brown envelopes flying about. So it is what it is. Let's have it right, bruv. So guys, big up every single one of you. Smash the piece of the like button. Smash those likes. every single one of you smash those likes. If you haven't subscribed to Minerals FC, I want you all to hit the subscribe button. And I want you to make sure you do subscribe and hit the notification bell, guys. I really do want to see that. Listen, everyone's coming at the gaffer. Honestly, the way I see it, I don't see it, bro. I don't see it any other way. Like, really, maybe he could have showed a bit more Minerals to play his way. But what would you say? You'd say the same thing if we got beat there. We probably would have got beat. We just weren't at it today. We just weren't at it. Yeah, it's as simple as that, guys. But Sterling, all you haters, all you agenda merchants, you wrong uns, you're in the mud. Let's have it right. He landed it today. He was our most dangerous attacker today. Balled out. What a player. We need him. We need to rely on him for this season. All right. And that's him on the right. Imagine him on his natural position on the left with Pochettino and he's got his DMs. Then we're going to see some Minerals landed. Yeah. Kurt says, did we even have a water break? Because those water breaks, team talks are needed. Bruv, we need them. It's not water that they're going to get or what they need. They need milk bottles. We need milk bottles, not water. Yeah, the kids need their milk. Come on. Listen, everyone had a few mistakes in them, but listen, Sterling was by far the best player. I thought Enzo in moments was decent. He did pick up some nice passes. But it's not enough. It's just not enough, guys. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not enough. And we need that number 10. So let's see what happens in the transfer market over the next 10, 12 days. We need some signings. I need a Kudos. I need a Cherky. I need a Felix type player. I need number 10s. I need a winger. Vahailovic. What's going on with Cement Boot Rat? Why is he not off the books? Why is he still at Chelsea? Shouldn't even be at Cobham. Tell him to not turn up. We don't want him eating in our canteen, eating all the food and all the pasta. We need our kids to grow and build up and bulk up, bruv. We don't want him eating everything. Get him off we don't want his curse, bruv, at Chelsea Football Club and at Cobham. Get him out, all right? Ziyech, finally, Houdini himself has finally disappeared. Oh, my. Thank God he's disappeared. Wonderful news. And then you got Obama, no Minerals Yang going, oh, free Hakeem, good luck and all this. They're all agendas, bruv. All the toxicity, all the negative players behind the scenes, they're all out. They never wanted to be at Chelsea in the first place. They just come for the pound note. They're real mercenaries. Let's have it right. Well, Lukaku, the cement boot rat, is still at our football club. He needs to leave our football club. We need him out of Chelsea, off the books, so that we can go and spend money on proper players and actually give Pochettino more creative flair. Goals, bruv. We need goal-scoring wingers, man. All right? And if Mudryk is that guy, then get the best out of him, Poch. Do what it takes to get the best out of him. All right? That's all we ask of our gaffer. Get the best out of what you got. All right? Because that's all you can do at this moment in time. And right now, we can't just hold it on this game. It's a disgrace. It's an embarrassment. We shouldn't be losing to this shocking West Ham team. But they've even got Declan Rice, who's been their best player. All right? Their captain. All right? Paqueta, listen, City want to buy him. Ask yourself, why do they want to buy him? Yeah? And he's priced as 100 million. Madness, bruv. Madness, bruv. Listen, what Roman would have done, we all know what Roman would have done, and he wouldn't have done what's been going on right now. Yeah? All right? We know Roman's our GOAT owner, our legend, best owner in football, greatest owner in football. And he was one thing and one thing only. I want to win. And if you don't win, you're out. Yeah. And he would go and buy your Balaks, your Essians, your Mikels. We've robbed players. We robbed Mikel off Manchester United. Let's have it right. We robbed Willian off Spursy when Willian was having a medical, man. That's how we roll. We can pull those stunts. We don't need to give a whole PR stunt for it, though. We don't have to give 6 months of waiting on it. Yeah. We just go in, Roman landed it, bruv. That's the difference between Roman, the GOAT, and these Ted Lasso and Siri Merchant owners at the moment who have got a lot to prove, yeah, if they want any respect, yeah. And we still went and bought, we bought some poor players as well, Maratas and players like that. I get that. I understand that, all right? And this should be a lesson learned for the Siri Merchant and Ted Lasso, because not every signing you make, fellas, is going to work. It just doesn't work like that. Football's not like that. And when you're making as many signings as we're doing, spending £1 billion, it's not going to happen, bruv. Yeah. Oh, bruv, big up a cursor. We'll land it, bruv. Lukaku, the cement bit rack. We know it. Come on. He's currently with our new signings at Five Guys. And let's have it right. He's ordering extra cheese, double, triple burgers, extra chips. He wants extra gherkin, extra, because he's an extra mercenary, bruv. Yeah, on the 440 grand a week. Get him off the books, bruv. Get him off the books. Yeah, facts, bruv. Absolute fact. Big up to everyone, bruv. Big up to everyone, literally. Let's have it right, bruv. And this is facts. And this is how we land it, bruv. This is how we land it. Every single one of you guys, smash to pieces that like button if you haven't already, and subscribe to the Minerals FC. Let's land it on this one. Or in their box to go deliberately in front of the press and go, oh, it's a win. It's a result, he said. It's a result with a little smug smirk. Yeah,
smug face.
And it's like, you're so fucking arrogant, yeah, and so egotistical, yeah, that you think you got Minerals to do that and send a message like that when you went fucking hide and seek, mate. Where were you for all this whole 3 and 18? Where were you? You ain't nowhere.
Yeah, he ain't got the Minerals, bruv. He ain't got
the Minerals, man.
He ain't got nothing. It's like
no reason.
And the rest of them. Right, boys, so sorry. I've got to go quickly butt in. I've got to leave, all right? I've got to quickly pop out somewhere. Yeah, I loved it tonight. We landed it, all right? We mudded them, all right? So up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC, smash those likes, all right? Subscribe and all that jazz, all right? Love you guys. Love my Minerals FC, all right? And, yeah, come on the Chelsea.
Come on, old boys. Land it. He always landed the Minerals, bruv. Every stream he landed it, man. We miss him. I miss him dearly, guys. Miss him dearly. He's a Minerals FC Ultra, man. He was on here, man. He landed it every stream. We landed it. We mudded him, bruv. Rest in peace, my geezer. I'm done now. That's it for me. That's it. That's the end of it, bruv. The end of the show. Respect to every single one of you. And as Chelsea Old Boy says, smash the like, subscribe, all that jazz. Come on, up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. And as always, guys, let's not forget. We see things they'll never see. Yeah, we see things they'll never see. And London is blue. End of. Yeah, Bubble FC merchants, you might have got the 3 points, but London is blue. Let's have it right. Yeah. So big up to everyone. Respect, as always. 2 stars, European pedigree, football royalty, Chelsea Football Club. Let's have it right. Up the Chelsea, up Minerals FC, up the Chelsea Old Boys. I'll see you soon, guys. Let's go.